Welcome to my brand new channel, Geet Builds. I am Geet. I've got a bunch of big plans for this channel, including different build projects and a subscriber giveaway that I'll talk about more at the end. And if you're watching this now, there's a really good chance you saw about this on Reddit, where I may have posted once or twice or maybe 12 times in the past week. And one of my posts blew up a little bit, and a couple people asked me to make a YouTube. It might have actually just been one person named Hot Girl Mr. Pants. But this whole channel goes out to you, Hot Girl Mr. Pants. Thanks for your support. So, a couple months ago, I started working on a 10K by 10K map in World Painter with a ton of different biomes and places, and I just recently finished it and got to actually build on it. I started out with this hilly, grassy area that's super inspired by Rohan from Lord of the Rings, with the wooden walls and yellow grass and rocky outcrops. And at first it was just going to be a small little thing, maybe a few buildings, maybe go for a village. Then I got a little carried away in city planning, and now there's over 100 buildings planned, and I haven't really left my computer in days or checked to see if I still have a girlfriend or even legs. So the first thing I built, and this was the walls and the gate, and I really wanted those to be like a wooden, very little stone. I didn't want it to seem like they were like too big or imposing. And then from there I moved on and built this inn on the left, and this is actually the first building that I've ever done on diagonal, and it's not a whole lot, but it's like a 30-degree diagonal, so it's a little bit. And then I built up and worked on my way up to the market square and built all the buildings along here. And then once I got here, I did the bakery on the left and worked on the fish building in the back, and around it I built like a cart and a clock tower and everything else around it. And then in the end I went in and built the tree and the little market tent around it, and everything in this area probably took me around 13-14 hours to build. And from this angle you can see the clock tower and the town hall I started building but didn't quite finish up yet. And I think this is a pretty good angle. It shows off the ceilings, the different roofs I have. They're all pretty much oak and spruce, and I hope I don't get demonetized for saying this, but I really hate birch, so only 2 of those buildings use birch planks. And then from there, you can see the merchant's quarter I started building, and there's a guild hall that I've mostly finished up except for the back end that I haven't done yet. And then right now you can see I'm working on an inn for traveling merchants to stay and have their goods at while they're in the city. And then in the right, there's 2 mostly finished houses that maybe are the merchant guild leader or some other big rich important person probably got there by stealing and corruption, so don't like them. And over here you can see some of the city designing I've done in the orange, and if you can tell there's a lot of buildings over there and so many that I actually couldn't get replay mod to load all of them. And so I'm doing a little bit of detailing work over here, adding some hay bales, some barrels. I figure the merchants could drop off their goods in this little shelter area while they stay at the merchants tavern, merchants hotel type thing. And then here I'm just doing some last minute finishing details on the building, going through and adding some texture, some stairs, adding some depth and things to the building just to make it look a little bit more realistic and have some more finer details. You can see me messing with the door and then changing it back because I'm terrible at making doors. And now I want to talk about the subscriber giveaway idea that I was wanting to do. So I'm pretty not only good at World Painter, but also decent at World Painter. And I really enjoy using it, but now that I have this map made, I don't really have an excuse or a reason to do it anymore. So what I'd like to do is once a week, I want to choose one of my subscribers and make them a custom map and then highlight it on my channel, send it to them. It'll be a 1K by 1K map. You can have whatever you want on it. You can do rivers, mountains, cliffs, something else, custom. I'm good with fantasy stuff. So that way I can keep making World Painter maps and giving back to my fans, all 0 of them. So if you do subscribe and you are interested, just go ahead and message me on Reddit. I'll link that down below, and I'll choose one of you guys at the end of the week and do a map for you. And I guess you can just lie about subscribing, but that'd be mean, and if you do, I'll cry. And to show off why you do want a free map made by me, here's a montage of all the things I've made so far. I'm really good at cliffs. I'm really good at mountains. I'm really good at cliffs in the ground. I'm pretty good at cliffs with water going over them. I'm also pretty good at colorful cliffs. Cliffs with lava underneath them. Cliffs by a lake. Cliffs that look like Darth Maul made them. Cliffs with glaciers. Swamps. Other river cliffs. This time the cliffs are small and round and really tall. Other colorful cliffs. More glacier cliffs. A cliff in the mountains. An island with cliffs. Other snowy cliffs. Big white cliffs. Small snowy cliffs. Another river cliff. Make sure to hit the like button if you can't get enough of me saying cliffs. And a really big hill. So go ahead and DM me on Reddit and I'll try and choose someone to make a map for by the end of this weekend, and then hopefully have another video out sometime next week. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here with an outro of the finished building. I hope you enjoyed and see you next week.